Speaking of that San Jose team, we're going to go to LA Galaxy, who are sitting in seventh place right now, the final playoff spot on 43 points. Now they've got 3 games left. One of the very few teams that still do in the Western Conference. At San Jose again, versus RSL, a team that is directly beneath them, and at Houston, a relatively, on paper, easy showing. That being said,
Yeah.
we've already said that I need to hook a few things into my veins here. So
Yeah.
I say they're gonna
Something tells me I'm about to see some deja vu right now.
I say they're going to win at San Jose. They're going to lose at home to RSL because the curse of RSL never goes away. And at Houston, they'll pick up a draw. 4 points.
What's the
There is no background outside of me trying to make something happen mathematically, by the way. This has nothing to do with their form. This has nothing to do with players, nothing to do with home or away. This is strictly because I am setting up another decision day meltdown.
Yeah, I figured that. That's why I figured deja vu because we're sitting here looking at RSL right outside the playoffs, LA Galaxy right inside the playoffs, and of course
Again,
they play each other in the second to last game of the season. It's like I'm going through the same thing twice. What's that? There's like a movie or something that's about that. It's like
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Yeah,
Groundhog Day.
I think I'm going through Groundhog Day. Except there's a random Houston Portland game at the end.
I would say I really wish they flip flopped them just
They
for the
should. They
memes, just for
should.
the vibes, you know.
Just for
Uh,
the bants.
just for the vibes. What do you got? And please tell me it's like, you know, all
Can
three
you
losses.
I'm curious. You had mentioned something about like the curse of RSL. Are you just was that just relaying back to last year, or is there like some ongoing
I'm
they
pretty
can't beat
sure over the
RSL?
last couple of years, RSL and LA have been very, very close or have knocked each other out. I'll double check while you give me your predictions here.
Got it. So I'm kind of thinking because this is a rivalry game with San Jose, San Jose is going to show up and not like just sleepwalk like they have most of the season. And I think LA Galaxy leave with a draw, pick up a point. So it's almost making me question if Minnesota would actually walk out with a draw too, because I don't know how I'm walking out with San Jose getting 2 draws here at the end. Um, I think RSL they beat RSL because
Wrong.
I can't have RSL finishing in a playoff spot with the amount of
Wrong.
trash I've talked towards them this season. They can't finish in the playoffs. I refuse. Away at Houston, Houston again has been very bad this season. Even at home, they haven't been great. I'm inclined to say Galaxy win that game too. So I'm thinking 4 points. They're on 47. They're still playing for a playoff spot at that point. And I say, ooh, this would determine possibly a home game, I think. Would it?
It might.
43. No, they're on 47. No, they're on 43. Plus 44, 47. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but
Numbers are hard for the accountant, I know.
no, I know it's just I don't know if goal difference is the first like tiebreaker if people are tied on points or if it's like head to head.
Let me take a look here and I'll give you the rundown.
This is hard. I mean, this game really is like I can't see Galaxy losing this game. So a draw or a win, like at the end of the day, probably puts them in the playoffs. So I don't even know why I'm like mulling over this too much. But I say they get a win. So they're getting, in my mind, they're getting 7 points to end the season, and they're
Wrong.
finishing on 50
Wrong.
because that creates a three-way tie with 50 points.
Because that's what you need in your life, right?
Chaos.
By the way, tiebreaker, total number of wins, then goal differential,
It's so
then goals for,
random. Just do goal difference like everybody else.
then goals for, then
Why does MLS got to be different in
then
everything they
well,
do?
it gets better. Then it's fewest disciplinary points, where disciplinary points are 1 point for a foul, 2 points for a technical staff warning, 3 points for a yellow card, 7 points for a second yellow, and 7 points for a straight red. Because why not?
You know what's
And
wild?
then if we're tied on that, by the way,
Yeah.
away goal differential per away match. So away goals for per away match minus away goals against per away match. Then it's away goals for per away match.
Why does this keep going? Like in what
It
scenario
gets
are we ever
better.
getting to
It gets
this?
better. Then it's home goal differential per home match. Then it's home goals for per home match. And if all of that is a tie, we flip a coin and we say heads or tails, you're going on.
Is that for real or did you make
Yeah,
that
dude, I'm
one up?
reading up the MLS website right now.
They do a coin flip at the end.
If it's two clubs, if it's three, they just put their names in a hat and pick.
No, stop. You're lying to me.
Bro, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. It is the fun. Or no, I'll screen.
Could
I'll
you
screen.
imagine your team gets knocked out of the playoffs because you didn't get picked out of a hat?
There's no way any of that would ever happen. Ever.
Oh,
But
come on.
there's part of me that really wants it
If
to.
there is ever a league that is going to have that happen, it is this league, and there is no doubt about it.
That is so facts. That's so facts. I'll send you a snipping of it later. Um. All right, let's
If that
go
ever
ahead.
happens, we need a John Boy breakdown
Oh my God, please.
of the
By the
hat
way,
picking. What the real question is, what kind of hat are they picking out of?
this one. I'll give him this one.
No, not the Red Bull
No,
hat.
you're right. I want Don Garber's first ever hat as my ceremonial hat picker.
I bet Don Garber's got some like big cowboy hat that he would
Bro,
probably pick it out of.
please. Just zoom it like Roger Goodell in 2020 draft. Like zoom into him in his basement, like tipsy. Just pulling
So on par for this league. This went is so off the rails. We should probably get back to what we're supposed to
Sorry,
be
one
talking
more
about.
before we go on to RSL. The RSL LA clip. In 2018, the RSL, as our Euro snobs would say, finished 1 point above LA on the last game ever in the league, and finished 1 point above them. And then it happened again last year. So it's not like a year by year thing, but it's definitely a thing.